I'm really pleased to have with us today Victoria Nichols, winner of the Cyprus Ultra Marathon 10-kilometer race of May 26, 2018. Victoria, thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, you're very welcome, Mike.
Maybe you could tell the viewers how you got into running and how long you've been running.
Okay, so it was over 9 years ago, and my husband, he went on tour for, my husband's in the military, so he went away on tour. I couldn't run the length of myself, and he came back, and I was like a different girl. I kind of had got that addiction for running, fitness, and it all really went from there. So my longest distance that I've ever done is the half marathon. That was a big challenge because whenever I was training, I actually about 6 years ago, before I had my little girl Anna, I had an injury and I ended up having a femoral neck fracture, so I've got a hip dynamic screw in, so I never wanted to push the long lengths or long distances. So for me to do the gym to gym over here, the 13 and a half or 13.2 miles, it was a big challenge. And then so after that I was a tick in the box, and then just decided, right, the 10k. So we had the opportunity, it came up at the Cyprus Ultra Marathon. There was a lot of people that I knew was doing it, and I thought, yeah, why not, let's give it a go. So me and my husband and actually one of his work colleagues all did the 10k together. So it was my first 10k race, if you want to say.
Yeah.
I've done plenty of 10k running, but it was my first 10k race.
You set a course record for us of 46 minutes, which is truly an unbelievable time. We didn't expect many people to go below 50, and a few people have done it now, but 46 minutes is an unbelievable time. Faster than any man or woman has ever done our course before. What do you put this down to, this incredible time?
All right, so well, I'm a bit shocked by that, but yeah, I'm quite proud of myself if you're saying that. So I am a fitness instructor. I do at least seven spin classes a week. So I definitely put spinning down to my strength in my legs, and it allows me to achieve the times that I can, that I am achieving in 5Ks round at doing Happy Valley and things like that where I am. So on the actual course itself, whenever I was running, I give it all from the very beginning, kind of went off at high speed. Then the first three miles, and then I had nothing really left in my legs because I probably did go too quickly. So I decided, right, always say in my spin classes, using as much power through your legs as possible. I've built up a good bit of strength in the back of my legs, so yeah, I turned around and started running up the hills backwards rather than giving up and walking. So I decided, yeah, why not use the back of my legs rather than the front, and got me through some of those hills rather than as I say, giving up. But the whole thing I would say about running is in my fitness classes, I always tell people, you feel like you want to give up, but don't give up, because it's a mental game, it's a mental challenge. In the 10k there was times I'm going, oh please let this be over, but I let other people and what I'm saying to them kind of be my inspiration, and I always say to them, well, if you give up, then I'm going to give up, so I'm your inspiration and you're mine. So that's the way I kind of look at things, Mike. So yeah, but I was glad to see that last hill and to run over the line.
So you didn't actually do our course before that day, so you didn't know what hills to expect? Or
no idea what to expect. I had absolutely no idea what to expect. So it was all just like, yeah, it was a surprise. Every turn, every corner was a surprise. So, but it's nice to do that sometimes, because you can get if you're doing the same run over and over and over again, and sometimes whenever you know what's ahead, that's another mental thing, isn't it? So if I was to do it again, I need to beat my time, don't I?
Yes. I'm sure the viewers would be interested in your nutrition, and for race day, perhaps the day before, what did you do on the morning of the race? What was your breakfast, and how did you get through that 10 kilometers in such an incredible speed? Did you use gels, electrolytes, and your water? How did you work that on the race?
All right, well, because I'm doing fitness every day, more or less, it's 6 days a week. I lead a very healthy, balanced diet, a mixture of proteins, carbohydrates, a lot of fruit and veg. I do use, especially within this heat, obviously not being used to it, I would take a lot hydration tablets to try and just get the salts back into your body as well. And I think that's very, very important, especially whenever you're training. And it was quite a hot morning actually. So electrolytes on the night before, actually it was a leave and do, so I was in a nice restaurant eating nice food, which probably wasn't the best prep before a race. But again, you have your balanced diet. Got up that morning, had a good breakfast, and then got to the race. I did have one of the gels just before we started, and then I took one with me along the race. I had one, and I had my belt on with the two small the water pouches, say around 300ml or whatever. So whenever I did cross the line, you probably will have seen I was just saying, give me water, please give me water. And to be honest, everybody, as soon as I got across the line, got my hydration straight into me again, a hydration tablet. But I think to anybody, if you have a good balanced diet, I'm not into all these fad diets and things like that. If you keep a good fitness levels, if you have that, if you work out, have your balanced food, you are allowed that chocolate and you are allowed that glass of wine, and just be human as well. So I definitely don't be saying that I don't like my chocolate and wine, because I do.
I'm really curious about the breakfast. What was it?
Breakfast was just a good bowl of porridge and mixed fruit. And I always eat a good bit, and the good thing was that we had to be there early, so I made sure I had eaten that, and then I had a banana while I was waiting. So I can't run if I have a full stomach. I have to let the energy absorb. So yeah.
Victoria, thank you so much for joining us today. You're a very busy lady, I know, and this took quite a few weeks to organise, but I really appreciate you taking the time to come out and meet us today. Maybe just give us an overall, what was your experience of the overall event? You would recommend it to anybody?
It's been an absolute pleasure, and sorry it's been taking me so long to get here. I am a mum of two, so it's a busy with juggling my classes, being a mum and everything. But listen, Mike, you have set up an amazing the Ultra Marathon from my point of view, my husband's point of view, a lot of us that did the 50 right up to the 50k, we all just we arrived that morning, and a few of them have done it before. I know there's a few of them going home that's saying yes, we've done the 10, we've done the 21, and we've done the 50, and they are very, very happy that they've achieved that. So I'm saying that on behalf of all of them, and I think some of them did amazing times as well, and they come to my spinning class as well, so they did say the spinning got them through it. But from you and your team, the whole setup was just so family orientated, so welcoming, as I was saying, from start to finish. Coming over across that line, there was just smiles, the atmosphere was just beautiful, and it's the kind of events I would be definitely supporting. That you find sometimes with the bigger events, it's very commercialised, it's all about branding, it's all about, whereas this one was more about just your personal achievements and you wanting the best out for everybody. It was a small amount of runners as well, and we came away just going, we definitely want to go back and do that again. So and even meet up with you. It was just a shame that we weren't able to join you for the party, but I'm sure there'll be plenty more. So thank you, and thanks to everybody that's helping you out on the day. All right, thank you.
Thank you so much, Victoria. Thank you. I really appreciate you being here, and we wish you all the best in the future for your running, and we hope that you're going to be winning many, many more races, setting new records, and maybe you'll come back one day and improve on that time again.
Oh, fingers crossed I can. Now I know what's ahead. Whenever you don't know what's ahead, it's just like, whoa.